him, you know, a book proposal, never heard back. Ostrich, Toad, Bellowing Cow Award, Jim Young Kim, Christine Lagarde, Ban Ki-moon, I guess I already did. Oh no, they got several times they got it. So anyway, I mean, you know, please feel free. That's, you know, here are all my blogs. The ones that I read, see, it starts in 2016, El Chapo, Sean Penn, and the Failed War on Drugs. And then let's see, that was part 1, 2, 3, Human Rights, War on Drugs, and Sean Penn on Complicity. That's a 3-parter. Oh, I'm going to get into the whole complicity stuff in another thing, because this has come up with Trump. Mexican drug trade, a look into the future by looking at Colombia's past. Outlaw heroes, drug lords, and international trade. That's also a 3-parter. Reclaiming democracy, the first step towards peace. 3-parter. All of these are 3-parters. Global economics crisis, fishing for fools, and world history. Oh my God! If anybody fishing for fools, Akerlof, the book. I think the IMF, because he was working at the IMF, so the IMF paid him, I think, to write that book. So he's cashing in on it again? I mean, you know, isn't that the property of the people? Then, let's see. So, reclaiming democracy, the first step towards peace. Global economic crisis, fishing for fools, and world history. Sorry, I already did that. Economic stability, the Puritan Manifesto, and the 2 Mr. Penns. This is my father. He helped me so much with these, with this blog, particularly about the Puritan movement and all of that stuff. I mean, he was a walking encyclopedia. Incredible, incredible that, you know, his memory and his knowledge, and it's all lost because of all the game playing here. Harper Lee's passing, a legend dies, but not sa raison d'être. That was actually a 4-parter. And actually, Jimmy's Wish for Life shows the reality behind the rhetoric of the women in power. That was the one right after Sean Penn's. And then this is important. I'll get into this in the future. I did a court watch in Arlington courts. It's the only court watch I did, and there's a whole bunch of NGOs out there who get all sorts of donation, all sorts of money to pay these women to go in these courtrooms and watch. I did one court watch. Nobody paid me anything. Believe me, I don't have it. No money. I said I've seen enough. One court watch is more than enough. Where the hell? Why aren't we again at the international courts? Because Arlington Court, Judge Wiggins. They even have a Facebook page dedicated to the human trafficking of Judge Wiggins and the victims, her victims. I mean, you talk about horrible, horrible stuff. I mean, one of the things when I was looking into all of this, because believe me, I look into everything. Everything has been meticulously looked at and everything like that. I mean, some of it is more deeply in depth, but enough to know what's going on. And they are stealing children. So one of the problems with the Obama initiative to, I think it's called TAFTA, so it was to get, I guess, you know, the idea, some of these ideas are good, but then they don't look at the consequences, particularly when they're doing it in such corrupt systems. So the idea was for every child moved out of the foster care system and into an adoption in a more permanent situation, the state would get a certain amount of money from the federal government per child. So, of course, this gave an incentive to get children from foster care into adoption. But then, of course, you need to have the parents say, okay, they can adopt. But worse than that, this even adds an incentive to go after children and get them into the system. I read one case of this poor woman who had just given birth and the police officer has a gun to her head, saying, you sign this child, because it's blonde, blue-eyed. So this is prime money. You sign this child, she had just given birth. You sign this child over to be adopted. And this is in the great America that, I mean, when Obama would come out and say, this great country of ours, I was like, you little sellout. He sold out just like his stepfather, and why his mother left his stepfather in Indonesia. No, I'm sorry. The Obamas sold the African Americans up the river. They really should be ashamed of themselves. So anyway, with the Aaron Eddy, this was the court watch I did in Arlington court was Aaron Eddy. She's State Department. Her husband is DOD. I forget his name, but go online and you can see I mean, you see this poor little child just, you know, like looking like, you know, a boxer who just ended up finished with his boxing. That's how bad. I mean, just black and blue and everything. And this man is a huge, huge man. This is a baby. You know, one of the things, the pedophiles and the rapists, they don't do well in prison. And it's a really, really sad testament to our country that we have more gentlemen in our prisons than we do out there amongst the ruling elite. They're like, go ahead. I mean, all of you guys, you're complicit because you're trying to shut me up and I'm trying to expose this. So I'll get into the complicity thing because I know I'm going to get a whole, you know, legal argumentation on that. But you are complicit to the raping, the pedophiles, the murders, the Jeffrey Epsteins. I mean, that gets more into prostitution than pedophilia. You know, with the whole Epstein thing, yes, these are young girls. But also, if my daughter came home and told me, oh, Mom, this guy's going to pay me to give a massage, this old fart up in his mansion in Palm Beach is going to, you know, he's going to pay me to come and give him a massage. 15-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl, 17, whatever. I mean, like, over my dead body you are. And I'm going to march myself over there and find out what the hell's going on and why he has these girls coming over there. That's what community work. That's where the moms and the ruling elite step in and the women step in and go, are you kidding me? This is not going to happen. And I want to know what the hell is going on in there. And you go down to the police station and you know, because all of the husbands, they're the lawyers and all of these people in the positions. And you get in there and you say, I want to know now what's going on in my community. You have a responsibility to keep my community clean. This is where the ruling elite women come in. And what, they're all too busy at their country clubs with their tennis pros doing who knows what, you know, or off shopping or off getting their nails done. I mean, I never had my nails done. I'm like, are you people kidding me? I can't sit still long enough for them to dry. I mean, I have to do my nails big because otherwise they chip in. But you know, I do it at home, and I even half the time I have to redo them because I couldn't sit still long enough. But anyway, the Aaron Eddy thing was the right to truth, the obligation to protect, and universal jurisdiction. Here, I did have one more. Oh no, it's not you. Oh gosh. Well, I lost it's coming in the music, but this isn't the one that I wanted. Yeah.
There comes a time.
Oh, actually, I do.
When we heed a certain call, when the world must come together.
Does everybody remember this one in the 80s? This was actually the first
there
one.
are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go day by day. There's someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the children. We are the ones who make it brighter day. So let's start.
Since I have no image.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's
This is again the protection racket.
just you and me.
And RICO.
Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free. It's God that's shown us by turning stone to bread, and so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children. We are the one to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. Yeah, do we make a better day? Just you and me. We're done now. This is the hope at all. But we just believe there's no way we can fall. But my world has to realize, oh, that a change gonna come when we stand together as one. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
this one is really, it's on its last leg. And it's the biggest one I've got. The others, if I'm going to show you stuff, it's really going to be bad. Okay, well, everybody, please remember the masks. Wear them, please, please, please. Let's try and prevent more. Come on, stop. It's not going to turn on. Prevent more people from you know, reduce the numbers, because it is going up. Look at my see, it comes and goes, and I can't move it because it's got a short on the power cable, so it keeps on going off and everything. But it is the biggest one I have that's still alive. So anyway, do have a nice day, and please, I hope you will pass on these videos, and because believe me, you know, none of these, like Huffington Post, none of these places, like you'll see Anne Marie Slaughter, it was the Atlantic, it sent it viral, her original article, and that's how she came into power. See, I'm not blah 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 blah, I'm substance, and so nobody wants to send me viral. So if you'll pass everything on, it really is going to be old school, I think, in getting people to start listening. But I'll keep on posting, and I'll keep on talking, and I'll keep on talking, and until maybe they just get tired and say, just shut her up, do what she wants, just shut her up. That's really, you know, where women's forte comes in. Yeah, to keep bugging them and bugging them and bugging them. Say, would you just please shut them up? Give them what they want. Give them anything that they want. Just shut them up. That's what we should be doing, ladies. So anyway, have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye.